Hi guys, it's Ona. Today is Monday, January 13th, and I'm just going to do a quick recipe video on the spray that I use when I get the devil card in the tarot. Is called Reiki Mist. The original recipe, because I've refilled the bottle, is sage, lavender, juniper, frankincense, cedar, and rock salt. What I use, because I have some of those ingredients, but not all of them, is lavender, rose, but I don't use rose oil. I use rose water. And if I need to make an oil, and I do have an oil, I use rose perfume because rose oil is very, very, very expensive. Pine, I put pine in here, frankincense, myrrh, and sage. The myrrh and sage, what I do is, myrrh is very sticky. It's a resin, and if you leave it open to air, it'll just form a crystal. It'll just harden. I take an orange wood stick and I barely dip it into the myrrh, just a little bit, grab a little bit off the end, and I wipe it onto a white sage leaf. I just wipe it on there and I put that in the bottle. I don't have any sage oil. I've used it before and it makes me kind of dizzy. So I do sage in other ways. I'll burn it. I have incense that's sage. I have lozenges that are sage. So what I do is I take half, I have a beaker here, half of the recipe is a rose elixir. So I have a rose quartz in this water pitcher. I put half of that, half rose water, about 8 drops of lavender, 2 drops of pine, 2 drops of frankincense. I wipe the myrrh on the sage leaf and I pop it in there. And that's what I do for the double spray, okay? That's a lot, right? That's a big recipe. Oils are expensive. I've been using essential oils for a long time. So I have a whole pharmacy of it. Lavender is very inexpensive, relatively inexpensive, good lavender oil. I prefer French to English, but it doesn't really matter. And just regular water will work. It's got, lavender's had this legend, folklore, whatever story about it, that evil doesn't like the smell of lavender. And, you know, it's interesting when you learn about perfume history and how all the lavender fields were taken care of and harvested by people who oddly never seem to get ill. Lavender is a really good antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral. So I use it a lot. That's all you really need. Lavender oil and water will work. After I'm finished with the batch, I basically do a Reiki treatment on it. Maybe about 10 minutes, just until I feel like I'm done. Then I set it aside and I put on Reiki healing music. You can use like singing bowl music, get the vibration in there, and then I'll pour it into the dispenser or whatever spray bottle, whatever I'm using. A new moon is probably the best time to do it, but you can make it any time. That's not a problem. For the dog, and I'll get him later, he's taking a little nap. He sleeps with me, so he sleeps on the passenger side. And I spray my pillow, but I show him this because that's his favorite smell. So I just put it in this bottle, okay? Dog ass. But it's the same thing. It's the same thing as this, but he doesn't know. So tell him it's time for bed. I spray that on a pillow a little bit, and he gets up on the bed. That's what he does. He's a good boy. On my hands, I use something a little bit different. I'll use the same, basically the same oils, but I will use organic olive oil as a carrier for that. And I make a one little roller bottle at a time because olive oil can spoil, and this can last a long time. So we don't want anything to spoil. And I put it on my hands, just a little Reiki symbol on my hand with the oil. It's really nice. It's really nice. I charge up really fast. My hands get super warm right away. It centers me, right? And then I can go to work. I'm going to get Giblets so he can say hello. 1 second. Alrighty. Giblets is looking at all the ingredients and wondering what's in it for me. He was taking a little nap. Were you taking a nap, buddy? I got him a little piece of romaine. Yeah. See how tired he is? And we're just going to watch some news and stuff today. There's a lot going on. I'll do a video this week on stuff that's happening, but we'll make it through. We're going to make it through, okay? Guys, have a great day. I'll see you live in a few minutes on Milieu and Linda G are going to be live today, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Take care. Bye.